When you travel, there are going to be many places that you enjoy, a few that you dislike, and only a couple that fall into the most precious category: countries you love. There's something special about those places, like when you first step foot there, you feel as though you're home. I had only had that sensation twice before, and then I came to Cambodia. Before we begin our Siem Reap adventure, let me introduce you to the A-team. This is Mr. Moy, well, the back of him, our tuk-tuk driver, and this is Kira, my friend that I met at the hostel. On our first evening, we bought our 3-day Angkor Wat tickets, and we headed out to see the sunset. And that included waiting in a long line.
Sunset, and it's beautiful, it's breathtaking. We're already kind of in shock, and we get to spend a couple more days here, so we're really excited. But I'll let you see the sunset rather than hear me talk.
The following morning, we got up really early in order to watch the sunrise over Angkor Wat.
In the actual Angkor Wat complex, there's a tower called this Bakan, and so you're allowed to climb up into it. They only let about 100 people up at a time, but it offers the most amazing view of the surrounding area. It is, I can't fathom this place, how it's possible, and I'm speechless. So I'm gonna stop talking because I can't form words that are adequate.
Next, we made our way over to Angkor Thom. Bayon was one of my personal favorites and one of the only temples that we opted to get a guide, which started with the most terrifying staircase in the world up to the old library. The library offered a bird's eye view of the beautiful temple and the dozens of faces carved into it. Most temples in this area were originally Buddhist but were taken over by Hindus. This wall was originally covered in images of Buddha, but then that was later destroyed. If you have a fear of steep staircases, these temples are your worst nightmare. This entire temple was built to resemble a reclining Buddha. Do you see it? The thick forests actually block the view from temple to temple, so everywhere you are, you feel like you're completely alone. Unbeknownst to us, we actually picked the most difficult of the 4 staircases. Go us.
So right now we are in Prohm, which most people know it as the Tomb Raider Temple. We're trying to reclaim the actual name because Tomb Raider's fine, whatever. But like, this temple is worthy of so much more than that movie. But yeah, that's where we are anyway. But it is unreal. With all the tourists and crowds, we have still managed to get lost. It can happen. We are at our final temple of day 1. We have learned that the temples here are deceptively small. So right now this looks kind of not so big, but I think we're probably wrong. This temple actually looks a little bit different than all the other temples that we've seen today, and it's because this one is actually the oldest, which is saying a lot. It was something like 940 AD is when it was built.
Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and like and share and all those things, and you're awesome. Bye.